people updating the status saying that there's riots.
It started off with the actual reason.
The police shot a young black boy.
I was glued to the TV watching all of this happen, watching it escalate.
It was kind of unbelievable.
Family was upset and they've gone to ask the police what happened, and from there it escalated.
After that, Hackney was to copy that area and so on and so on and so on. It was like a domino effect.
I could not believe that they were rampaging in their own environment.
We are all human beings at the end of the day. Whether they want us to work like systematic robots or not, people have feelings. So when there are injustice taking place or people are suppressed for a certain amount of time, it's only a matter of time that it's going to bubble up and people are going to show that they're human and be angry and rebel, and these things are natural.
We have a generation of young people, and that's not denoted by their colour, but we have a generation of young people who don't seem to have an identity or a purpose of where they're going, more or less who they are. At some point, that will, and it happens, escalate into, and the usual outcome is violence, and that's how it erupts here.
People are still living in poverty, we still live in a racist society, and every day the people on the ground feel the pressure of the horrible system we live on. The people at the top don't feel it. The people at the bottom are the ones struggling every day, tired of going to work and getting paid minimum wage, living for basic survival.
I think it then became about people's lack of wealth. But I'm sorry, I don't care how hungry I am, me and my kids wouldn't be there. And I said to my daughters, if I saw them, they don't need to worry about the police, they need to worry about me, because it's unacceptable. I'm sorry it happened, and my heart goes out to the people that lost. People lost their homes. They watched people walk in and out of their homes while they stood there, and they had no power.
We need to be mindful that people are angry. Why are people angry? What are the causes of what's going on? What are the root causes? So I'm sorry, I mean, no, it's not a race thing, it's a society thing.
I mean, I'm addicted to LBC in the morning, don't really do TV, but stopped listening to it for a period of days because I felt they were focused on the fact that the majority of the riots were young and black. Everybody took part in the riot, young, old, black, white, whatever colour you came from, everybody took part in the riots.
It actually annoys me because I saw with my own eyes that it wasn't just black people or just whatever, it wasn't like that. I actually saw, and I actually even knew some white people that went as well. People
from all walks of life, all ages, all ethnicities were out there rebelling. Maybe they were rebelling in the wrong ways, maybe destroying your own community isn't the best way to go about something, but it was a cry out, wasn't it?
I'm almost 50 years old. I've worked and studied all my life. I have a permanent life illness, but I still get up and do. For some of those people that took part in the riot, it wasn't about crying out and asking for help. It was simply about taking advantage of what was happening.
They make it seem as if it's all young people, and it wasn't just young people involved, other people involved inside it, like adults as well. It wasn't just mainly young people, and like they make it seem as if it's all black people as well, and it wasn't, it was diverse.
I think they're making it seem worse than it really is. I think, okay, there were riots and they shouldn't have looted, but it wasn't as bad as making it sound. They're saying it's all black people, but there were actually white people involved.
So people might look at me differently and think because I'm young and I'm black, I might have been involved or something like that.
I just think it's just ignorant and it's ridiculous. When I hear the government talking or I hear politicians talking about this situation, it's like I think to myself, do you not have any understanding? Aren't you supposed to be educated? You know the root of this history more than any of us common folk. You know what you're talking about, so how dare you stand there and make those kind of ignorant accusations? Oh, it's a black issue.
I feel like, I don't know, it's making other people look bad. I feel angry at the ones that are doing that because it's just giving an easy name to other black people, and there are actually people who are actually trying hard.
Like you're involved in it as well, but you didn't really do anything. like for the innocence.
And because some people don't even care and they're doing stuff on the streets, and other people want to try to get far, haven't got a choice, or are not getting as much of a chance as they would because of what they're doing, it actually makes me angry because I'm not doing what you're doing, so why should I be affected by what you're doing?
Every situation has a root. It cause and effect. These are the basics that us normal people can grasp. But when I watch the TV and the government aren't even addressing them, that just again further confirms the type of society we live in.
I am a single parent. I've had a parent, second parent in my household. My household worked as a single parent household, so it's a choice. I am not going to advocate having two parents in a household and they're not happy parents, so they're not benefiting their children. I am a one-parent household. My children have grown up to be productive, educated well, and they still continue to do so. So two-parent households work for some people. In my household, my single-parent household worked. My children have never been arrested, never been involved with the police. I don't even have to raise my voice. I've never beaten any of my 3 children. So as far as I'm concerned, I created a foundation, and when the riots were going on, none of my 3 children were there.
They still went out and they still done it, even though they know that their parents probably didn't allow it or weren't proud of it. They still done it. So it has, having 2 parents will not have changed what happened. It wouldn't have.
Everyone's different. They choose to do that. And even if they did have like 2 parents, I don't really think that would have changed anything.
I watched young black women and young black men, and I'm one of these parents. I went on Facebook and actually wrote, I can tell you where my children are, and I'm proud to say that. At some point, it has to be the parent or parents that have raised these individuals. You have to take some responsibility.
If they gave more power to the parents, and if they gave more power and they encourage positive thinking with families and communities, and they empower communities, we wouldn't have this problem. It's because they're taking away so much power from the families.
There are loads of us out there, not simply black, white. There are parents, single parent households out there, and it's working. There are single parents households out there that are raising young black men to be achievers. But nobody notices the positives.
We live in a world where we are underprivileged, so families get together to help families, and the average black family consists of more than mum, dad and child. Everybody's involved because everybody needs to help. Yeah. Open your eyes, Mr. President. Yeah, open your eyes. Understand that we're all human beings. We don't all live like you. Yeah, so when you're there on your desk, putting out legislations because you think it all adds up. No, we're human beings. People are not robots. You need to think in a compassionate way and understand that people are hurt. People are hurt and angry in a community. Yeah, we need more ethics, we need more love, we need more understanding, we need more wisdom from the lawmakers.